our next review, this is a film. We're now hitting the next 3 movies is a particular type of film that apparently is the quota for 2026 so far, which is tough women fucking up bad guys, and as a group or as a tag team. And the first one we are going to Ready or Not, Here I Come, or sorry, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come.
Well, technically on screen it was just Ready or Not, Here I Come.
Oh, was it? Okay. I know everywhere else it says Ready or Not 2.
Yeah, the posters and all marketing is.
They take the 2 out of there if it doesn't flow right. Yeah. Brian, I know you enjoyed the first one way more than me. I thought the first one was fine. I didn't really love it. I thought it was good, but not great. I know you liked it a lot more than me. So I know your anticipations for this was higher than me. But when I did see the cast going for this, I definitely got more excited because I love Elijah Wood, I love Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I love Sean Hattasey. Is it Hattasey? Okay. I always want to say Hatosey, and I was like, that's not right. But I love those guys, and of course I love Catherine Newton. So adding them to this new one definitely got me more excited for this. But why don't you go ahead, Brian? What were your thoughts on Ready or Not 2?
So I was actually really looking forward to this one because it's like you said, I really liked the first one. This one was going to take it and picks up right where the other one left off. It's going to expand the world of it, kind of like the way John Wick did. It was made to be a self-contained story, but it was a hit. So they found a way that they could keep the story going without it just feeling like, okay, we're doing it again. That being said, a lot of this does kind of feel like just doing it again because it's just another group of people chasing after trying to kill her. This one, of course, the way they differentiate is they add in now her younger sister there, who she has not seen in years because she's estranged because when she left her bad home situation, she had to leave her sister behind. And now her sister has these abandonment issues, which she brings up 50 fucking times in the movie. And so she harbors all this ill will about it. And there's all interpersonal drama between the two of them. That is the only aspect of this movie that really bugged me. And I don't mean the setup of it's fine, but again, it was like they brought it up like every third scene, or actually pretty much every scene the two of them were in.
Yeah, it's pretty much everything they're in it together.
Some kind of comment about, oh, but you left me behind. And it's like, we're in the middle of something. Can we just wait? I'm saying, whatever. But I did like the whole supporting cast: Elijah Wood, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Sean Hattasey, who I do like. I have said I think it's a missed opportunity, especially because not only just the fact that it was Sarah Michelle Gellar, but the kind of character she was playing felt very Cruel Intentions. They totally should have had Ryan Phillippe be the brother again. That would have been hilarious. Nice casting, but they didn't. But Sean Hattasey did fine. Overall, I think the movie was fine. It was entertaining. It didn't have the originality as the first one had. It did feel like parts of it were a rehash. There weren't any scenes that kind of really stood out to me like the first one did. And like I said, the whole interpersonal drama between the sisters, I think we're just beating that into the ground way too much. But it's still an enjoyable film. I gave it 3 stars. I did say it's a high 3 stars, but a 3-star nonetheless.
See, and everything that you didn't like, I did like. I liked this one so much more than the first film because the storyline of the sisters actually added some layers to blanking on.
I didn't have a problem with the storyline of the sisters, just the fact they beat it into the ground.
No, but we finally actually had some fucking plot story for Grace, because it's like Grace was just kind of like the bride who was just kind of like in shock mode the whole first movie, and we, at least here was like we kind of learned about Grace, the fucking character in this one, and her and Catherine Newton worked really well together. Of course, the supporting cast to me is so much better than the first film. I disagree because I don't really think Ryan Phillippe is that great of an actor, and Sean Hattasey is so much better than Ryan Phillippe in my eyes. Plus, if you put Ryan Phillippe in there, then you're wondering is Sarah Michelle Gellar going to ask to fuck him? Because that's the whole Cruel Intentions aspect of it. Sean does such a great job playing psychotic. And most people don't get to see that because a lot of people didn't watch the TV show Animal Kingdom, which he is basically that character. So when he got to that level, I'm like, yes, this is the Sean Hattie that I fucking love. Sarah Michelle Gellar, I thought was great in it. Still, my boy Kevin Durant, man, when are we fucking gonna get Kevin Durant some fucking screen time? Because I was like, yes, he's in this movie, and he's gone. He was in it like for 5 minutes. I'm like, this dude is such a amazing character actor, and you guys just don't. You guys want to use him like this much, and he should be used this much.
What are you talking about? He was practically a lead in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
As I mean,
you see him,
I want to see him on screen. That was probably the one big negative for me was that they really didn't use they did not use Kevin Durant to his potential. Elijah Wood is great in his role. I liked the added of the families because it added different dynamics. It added some actual bigger stakes. There's a certain moment with one of the characters' wives that I thought was an actual funny moment. That I know you're talking about. I'm not going to say it for spoiler reasons. The final act I thought worked better than the final act in the first one. I just think everything in this one flowed better for me. And in spite of even as I'm saying that, it's 3.5 for me. It's only a half star better than what Brian gave it. Which I gave Ready or Not the same score, but I like this one better than Ready or Not 2, even though they're both a 3.5. I think that this one utilized its time better for me. But as you know, but I think it was a really good 2 like double feature kind of thing because you can't watch 2 without 1. You miss so much context of the what Grace is going through. But yeah, I thought it was pretty solid. I was definitely better than I expected because I had like kind of low to middle expectations, and I was actually pretty satisfied with what we got here. Knowing that Brian was like, "It's not as good," and I was like, "Oh man." Like I'm only a half star higher than him, but I like this one so much more than the first one.
I think that has less to do with this one, me liking it less, and more to do with the fact that I liked the first one more than you. So
yeah, and I feel like
well, you felt this is a big step up, but I felt like it was a little bit of a step down.
I just felt like that they did a better job of explaining the parameters of the rules of what's going on. And the first one didn't do that, which granted it was more shock factor in the first one because you're kind of with Grace through that. So you don't everything sounds like bullshit, and then you're like, oh shit, it wasn't bullshit after all. Whereas this one, we know the rules. We know what's going on. And for me, that just made it as a stronger foundation of a story, which the first one has to walk so that the second one can run, but some people like the journey of the first one better than this one, like you did. I prefer this one. Like I said, they're both good. I just like this one better.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.